Hello, this is Sir Lord, and today let's talk about food. I know I've been on the entertainment train recently, but let's talk about food today. Something that everyone can understand and appreciate. At least I hope so. So, what I want to talk today about food is the idea of fast food versus restaurants, like normal, non fast food restaurants. And what's exactly my personal feelings on them, because I feel like, well, first let's define fast food before we go any further into that. So fast food to me is any of these like mega chains. So your Mickey D's or McDonald's for those who are not familiar. Um, your Burger Kings, your Quiznos, stuff like that. Subway, anything that is a massive chain that is meant to have, like, you're supposed to get in, get out quick and cheap. Now, put up, like, remember the cheap part because we're going to talk about that later. But any of those mega chains. Now, that does not include things like Texas Roadhouse, right? You're meant to go in, sit down, eat a meal, and it's supposed to be like a nicer establishment. Same with like, what is it? Not Red Lobster. Well, I guess Red Lobster too. But what is that one called? The Tex-Mex one. The one that whatever. You get the idea. So those ones are, yes, mega chains, but they're not really fast food because you go in, you sit down. You can order takeout, but you're supposed to sit down, enjoy the atmosphere, and eat whatever the food is there. So the pandemic kind of blurred the line between like, it gave a lot of places their own like drive-through window, or takeout services have become like more widespread because of the pandemic, right? Makes sense. People aren't supposed to go inside as much. It's supposed to be more offhand. So it kind of blurred the definition of fast food and or the drive-through portion of fast food. And then we get to the next issue with that is the price. So the price of a lot of these places, I'm not going to say every place, we'll use Starbucks as an example. And yes, I do classify Starbucks as fast food, right? You can go there and you can get their double bacon breakfast sandwich for like 6.50 something. I think it's 6.56 last I checked, but that was a bit ago. It might have gone up since then. And that gets you a croissant bread with bacon and eggs on it. And that's like 6.50 or 6.58's like reasonable, I would say. But here's the thing, you can go to like local places most of the time and get the same thing but better and cheaper. Yes, it's slightly more inconvenient to go inside, order the thing, or if you're on top of it, you could just call in and be like, hey, can I get this egg sandwich with bacon on it on a croissant? Like, places will do that. They'll be like, yeah, it'll be ready in 5-10 minutes, whatever, however long it takes. And then when you come in, you just come in, get your order, and then you dip. Easy, quick, simple, cheaper. Now, that's not to say every single place is cheaper. Like, you can definitely find, like, cheap burgers at Mickey D's, for instance. But Mickey D's is, like, the king of cheap. But you really are getting what you paid for. Like, McDonald's does not have the greatest of burger. I know people swear by their fries, but their fries are gross, too. Like, I don't understand how or why people can eat at McDonald's. Minus, there is one factor, the name, right? Everyone knows McDonald's. Everybody. So, like, you just see the McDonald's and you know what you're gonna get. And while that's fine for some people, and I don't, like, if you like McDonald's, go for it. Eat your Mickey D to your heart's content. Maybe not to your heart's content. That is not a great thing for your heart, but eat as much of it as you can handle, I guess. Um, but with like Whataburger, for instance, I guess that's showing that I live in the South or Texas to be specific. Uh, Whataburger, you get the burger, fries, and a drink, and usually it costs like what, $11, roughly, maybe like $7.89. It just depends on like how big the meal it is you're getting. And like that's almost comparable, if not more, than to some of these like local food places. And the food is nowhere near as good. Like not even close. My favorite burger place, Danny's Big Burger, which is up in Arlington, that place is amazing. Like you get big burger, specialty burger too, so it's not like you get the bun patty and then like ketchup or cheese or whatever. No, 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 no. You get the whole shebang. You want a mushroom provolone burger? Yep, that works. You want a chili burger? Yeah, sure, you go for it. You want a Hawaiian burger, and for those of you who don't know what a Hawaiian burger is, it's ham, grilled pineapple on a burger, and it's so good, so good. Highly recommend if anyone lives in the Arlington or DFW area. Danny's Big Burger. Go, like, please. And it's cheap. It's cheap. I was, the last time I was there, it was like $7.28 for a burger, for all of that. And you get the fries, the drink, and the burger. And the burger is the best burger I've ever had. Like, not even close to many of these other places, or many of these other places aren't even close to approaching how good their burger is. And they're quick about it too. Like, I have a tough time understanding why people will go pay like their $8 at Whataburger to get subpar food. Most of the time, it's not even like hot or warm, or it'll be warm, but it doesn't stay warm for very long. But then they'll ignore these kind of places where you get twice the portion, twice the quality of food, and you're not like giving your money to these people that propagate this garbage burger. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for trash and Whataburger, but I'm sorry, it's just not even close. And that's not the only example. Like you can find local bakeries to beat Starbucks and their coffee, which is like the most synthetic, fake-ish coffee ever. Like most of the time, their recipes aren't even like the traditional coffee recipes. But coffee's a whole nother thing. I have issues with people and coffee in general. Not necessarily the caffeine part, but I'm going on a little bit of a tangent. Let's rein it back into these fast food establishments. But like, it just boggles my mind. And there's like all sorts of other places that are delicious too. And you just have to like look. Sure, it takes 5 extra seconds, but everyone has a smartphone at this point. Just look up awesome food, whatever kind of genre or type of food or ethnicity or whatever you want to call it. Or even like if you're looking for a specific thing, just look up that and then bam, you'll see a bunch of places that are nearby. And and your phone even does the busted technology of showing you how much the prices are for each individual place. Like, come on, guys. We don't have to propagate the fast food industry. Like, I'm almost positive most people are like, yeah, fast food's probably not the greatest thing for you. You don't have to get fast food. There are other options. There are ways around it. You help local businesses, which is nice because you're helping more real people instead of giving more money to the billionaires who, like, overwork the crap out of their employees. Like, trust me, everyone I've ever worked or, like, talked to who worked at a McDonald's is miserable. Like, they hate it there. Like, one of my friends, he worked there, and anytime you'd go in, it would look like he was just, like, receive word that his mom or his father died. And you might be like, oh, that's an over exaggeration. No, he looked like he wanted to die. It was obscenely depressing. Like, I cannot believe that he stayed there for as long as he did, working for like terrible chump change. And it was just a sad, depressing sight. And that's kind of like what turned me off of fast food is the poor work environment, poor quality of food, the prices that are like not as cheap as they say they are. Like, sure, you can get the $1 burger by itself, whoop de doo, if they're doing that promotion at that specific time. But, like, come on, man. You have way better options. And sure, you're like, I don't have time to, like, put all this stuff in my phone and go pick it up. Like, it's right there, it's easy, and it's convenient and quick. And to that I say, it's not even quick anymore. You see the drive-thrus nowadays, they're always packed because people can't go into the fast food places. Or because everyone's going to their Chick-fil-A and oh my gosh, they need their chicken sandwich or whatever, their chicken nuggets. Like, I can go in to the local place, order it right then and there, as long as their doors are open, of course. But like at some of these fast food places, you gotta wait in line to get to the voice box in order to give them your order, and then you go pay, and then you usually gotta pull up to a specific spot, and then you gotta wait for their food to get done. Well, I could have been in, out faster than literally everyone in line. Like, that's what I do if I do go to Chick-fil-A, because I really like their chicken biscuit. But if I do go to Chick-fil-A, which is not very often, you do not, I repeat, you do not go through the drive-thru. It is a trap. It takes twice as long if you go through the drive-thru because you get your order in way later. As long as you just park, walk in, order it in, or order whatever you want, you'll get it significantly faster. And I don't doubt that they have practices to get people in the store, like their food earlier. Because I'm assuming, this is an assumption, not a fact, that if they're in the store, they're more likely to complain, and so you want to appease them first. The drive-through people are kind of boned, I would assume, because they can't really voice it until they get to the window, but even most of the time, they are only going to be at the window for like 5 seconds, if that. They don't like human interaction. That's why they go to the drive-through. That's the one benefit to the drive-through. If you really don't like human interaction, fair enough, and you can go through the drive-through. But instead of doing either of those things, just go to a local place. Like, I guarantee you'll find something you like. And I know it's tougher in smaller towns, except that's a lie. Smaller towns definitely have places, like small little places. Now, the price might be more expensive on a lot of these places. It just depends, or they have weird hours, etc. That I will give you. The weird hours on a lot of fast food places definitely, or not fast food, local places can be a turn off. But everything else I think points in favor of going to a local place. But hey, that's just my opinions. Like I said, if you disagree, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. If you have a favorite food place, also, that'd be great. I love going to the local places. Don't tell me like In-N-Out or anything like that. No, give me something that's like more unique to the area, because who knows? Maybe I'll visit there and I'll get a bite at wherever it is. That's something I kind of want to do, is make like a food channel, but let's stay on one track for right now. Alright. My name has been Sir Lord, and let's talk again sometime. Peace.